This is brilliant. This is just brilliant. This,
There's
th-
no way that ever could have gone wrong.
I love it when like Twitter plans backfire. You know, just just completely backfire. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Soarin Scratchin. I myself am Evil Chicken. My partner.
I am the Eagle fan. Welcome. I have got an interesting video for my friend over there. This is actually something that has been requested. Maybe not this particular video,
Right.
but this channel has been requested in the past in multiple videos.
Wow. I'm excited about this prospect. Um, I'm not 100% certain what to expect with this. So Dave, what can we expect?
Okay. This is fresh off of Pornhub. No, kidding.
Awesome.
This is a channel called The Internet Historian. I randomly picked one, so I
Okay.
don't know much. I watched a very little bit at the beginning,
Gotcha.
and you'll see there is an ad mentioned, but it's like 5 seconds, so I'm not going to cut away from that or anything.
Okay.
And it seemed very intriguing. This
I
is just called simply Very Serious Business. Are
make it
you
so.
intrigued?
I happen to be intrigued.
Okay. I am going to throw it over to you for just a moment here to speak your mind.
To speak my mind,
Yes.
goodness gracious.
What is on your mind today, sir?
It's a very short subject. Today, well, I ordered some more books, and it's dangerous for me to order books because
Uh-oh.
my wife wants me to get rid of books so I can replace them. But I don't know. I'd like to get little full sets. Dave, let me ask you this: well, how do you feel about e-readers?
I've never really liked them, to be honest with you.
Gotcha.
It's a weird thing. Maybe it's me being an old guy here.
Go ahead.
It's just not the same as having the book. And I'm not even really a big book reader,
Me neither.
but
I just like the way they look.
yeah, right. But just holding the book and being able to put that bookmark in the book,
Yeah. To be able to make notes if you want to.
it just says something more than just the e-reader. That seems like just sitting there on your tablet. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Right now I have an e-reader. It's I love it. It's an old it was an anniversary present from about 10 years ago, and I plugged it in, and lo and behold, still holds a charge. It still works. So no bells and whistles, but I don't really need the bells and whistles. But here's my thing: if I could consolidate some of that, I don't know. I don't know. Of course, there's some things that I'd have to keep. You know, my original James Bonds or the Star Trek stuff with James Blish from the 70s. But I don't know.
But every one of those
Go on.
triggers an individual memory
It does. Damn it,
that
Dave.
some little device
Something.
won't.
You're good. You're good.
I'm sorry. It's just something about just sitting there and
Exactly. It's a
just
sensual
reading the
experience too.
book.
You have it in your hands, you flip the pages, you smell that book smell. I love that book smell, yo. They need to make candles instead of like, that's what Gwyneth Paltrow should be. Instead of her, those nasty ass candles. There should be old book smell, right? Or coffee or beer.
And there's something said about when you go to pick up the book and you see where the bookmark is, and knowing that, oh, I'm getting near the end.
You can
I've got
see
through
your
here.
own progress.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous thing. I don't know. Plus, a lot of these people actually expect you to pay for these books. It's very disconcerting. I mean, Kindle is like $10 a throw for a book. Now they have an unlimited thing where it's $10 a month, but I think it's like, yeah, you can read it, but it's not yours.
Good
I
point.
don't know.
A very good point. Yeah, I could never get into that. I tried that with an old Kindle, I think it was, or whatever.
Okay.
And it's just, this just isn't the same. Especially. Okay. I am going to see what I have here.
Okay. By the way, everybody, we're way off topic.
Oh yes, yes we are.
We're off
this is normal for us.
Maybe
but come on, how can a e-reader replace something like this? It's got all of your works of art in there, and it's just too beautiful.
Fibonacci, or whatever they call that.
Fibonacci.
That's it. Thank you. Every time I say something like Fibonacci, and thank God you're there to correct me, because I'd be
sorry.
Like, hold on. No, I mean that in a good way. It's like, look, man, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I'd be like,
man,
it's the Fibonacci. And Dave's like, no, it's the Fibonacci. What is it?
Fibonacci.
Thank you. It's everywhere, man. Everywhere.
1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21,
Illuminati.
34. Sorry. Oh, man. Yes. Wow, we have gotten way off topic.
Yeah.
Anybody ready?
Maybe we should just end it here. We can still talk about books.
And anybody ready for the Internet Historian? We need to get ready for some very serious business.
I see. Well, that's pretty loaded. And pretty soon, same with me. So go. Just kidding.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers. It's not apple juice. In full disclosure. Let's see this.
Mine's just water.
I believe you.
It's not Goldschlager. Here we go.
Yes.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Business.
That was quick.
Is important. Business is professional. Business is the engine in the car on the road that drives us forward to our journey. There is no I in business. Welcome to the seminar, Serious Business 101. First slide, please. It's August 6th, 2013, and we're at a conference in Nashville, Tennessee. Agile 2013. What's Agile? Well, it's blah, 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 blah. That bit's not terribly important. What matters is that this is a very professional environment. Keynotes, panels, networking.
You're fascinating to talk to.
And a quirky little idea. Interactive display boards. 5 of these placed across the convention grounds, in lobbies, the cafeteria, gathering grounds. And there's a brilliant innovation to go with them. An automatic Twitter feed. Simply use the hashtag Agile2013 and your unmoderated message will appear on the board. It even displays images. What an amazing idea, you guys. And people were loving it, giving feedback, showing their pride. It was all going great. For a whole 87 minutes, when one attendee had a very unprofessional idea. He takes a photo of one of the displays and posts it to a certain message board with the following text. Hello B, I come to you in a time of great need. 5 giant screens. Ridiculous avatars, gore, and trap imagery would be much appreciated. Please, pretty please. Well, we'd better test this out. So people logged into Twitter, wrote something dumb with the hashtag Agile2013, and hit send. A minute later, a new photo comes up on the message board. Confirmation. So there was everyone enjoying the conference, when suddenly...
Where in this convention do I find the Zimmerman-themed butt plugs? My daddy never had big man talk with me. How do I make baby? I want baby.
And from there, it escalated.
There's a guy having concerning a dead person in the toilet. You should find me. They are only good for making concerning teamwork. My father never accepts they are only good for making electronics.
Now, it didn't take long for Agile organizers to notice.
Agile Alliance does not approve of the misuse of the hashtag.
And here was the fatal mistake. They thought,
it's only like 3 trolls from Twitter. It's no problem.
So they rallied their troops, telling them to fight back with the report spam function. Well, said B,
if they want war, we'll give them war.
And honestly, they took it too far. They started posting increasingly reprehensible stuff on the timeline, to the point where all of the other attendees were drowned out by a deluge of horrific images. Their reporting was slow and ineffective against people making alt accounts. So with each passing minute, they were losing more ground. A couple of Agile attendees stuck their heads up over the trenches and drew targeted fire.
Looks like the feed is being spammed pretty badly. Maybe time to switch hashtags. I can't be the only one reporting all these people. Why doesn't Twitter make them go away?
Lisa is giving free toss jobs at the main screen.
Flailing around.
I'm blocking and blocking, but they keep coming up.
Eventually, someone from B offered some useful advice.
Have you tried getting the cyber police involved?
How do I...
This is brilliant. This is just brilliant.
There's no way that ever could have gone wrong.
I love it when Twitter plans backfire. You know, just completely backfire. It shows that it's still humans and not all bots. Here's to the users.
I've got to say, thank you for recommending The Internet Historian.
Yes, thank you. This is awesome.
Now,
I can't wait to check out everything this guy has.
I think
awesome.
we only have a limited amount. The last video I saw, I believe, was tagged like 2 years ago. So
wow.
There's only
you don't think Agile got to
60
him?
videos.
Agile's reaches far.
No, it's probably the mouse. It's always the mouse. They get everybody. Let's go back.
Yes, please.
I contact these cyber police.
But tragically, the cyber police never came. Report them! Stop them! Cried one of the organizers. But it was no use. And soon he was targeted too, with his profile and personal pictures shopped into compromising positions. Then those shops were, of course, posted back onto the Agile hashtag. Eventually, Agile had had enough.
Hey, it's me!
And they surrendered, disabling the Agile 2013 hashtag. And that was the end of it.
Bullshit.
Or was it?
That's the funnest thing.
Because it turns out there was another functioning hashtag, Agile 2. And once B figured that out, they took to destroying that as well. And that really was the end of it. Or was it? Because B found the host's website. They went straight to the source, uploading content directly to the displays. And that really, really was the end. The next day, the only thing on the displays was this message.
We are working on shutting down the Eventifier site, we are reporting abusive accounts, we are also trying to find all other sources and shut them down as well. I'm sorry.
And that was the tragedy that befell the Gaylord Ops. Very unprofessional, you guys. Slide 2, please. But first, airtime. Shadow Man here with Raid Shadow Legends.
This is great.
Available now on iOS and Android. It's a totally free RPG PvP DVD for people with ADHD, but don't take my word for it. Here's someone from IGN. Look how many positive reviews it has. In fact, I bought another phone with my sponsorship money so I can dual-wield Raid Shallow Legion.
You guys not have phones? Yeah.
Dozens of upgradable characters, fleshed out.
I've got to say, it's the funniest commercial so far, too.
I love the way, because YouTube, when they changed their algorithm, you know, I mean, YouTubers now can get paid by these people, and he's having a good time with that. JonTron does similar stuff, too. It's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I like this guy's delivery.
Oh, my gosh. And look at all we learned about the internet, Dave.
Yeah. Who knew there was this thing called Twitter?
Twitter?
What's this
Agile.
hashtag?
That's
That's a
awesome.
pound sign.
What do you know? I thought it was tic-tac-toe.
Or a number sign.
Storyline with... Wait, I just realized this is my one opportunity to say bad stuff about Shroud.
I've watched almost every one of his videos.
He'll never hear it because he always skips my fucking ads. Wait. Red Shady Lemons. But don't take my word for it. Here's someone from Qualcomm. Mom, I've been playing for 2 days straight, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Hey, wait, no, stop. Mom! Look at this one. I use this champion because she has a massive Are you playing a fucking console? Throw that in the trash, my dude.
That's my dialysis machine.
Your phone is the only dialysis machine you need. Giant boss fights, PvP battles, almost 10 million players. Are you playing yet? Get it with the code in the description and get 50k silver and a free epic champion. What a twist! There's also big plans to update the game. Here's a roadmap for the next 6 months. Alright, get the game. I've been Shadow Man. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Right, where was I? McDonald's is a business. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. All mine. In January of 2012, they had a brilliant idea. Let us improve brand perception with Twitter. Let us appeal to the common man with hashtag Meet the Farmers. A campaign that informs them that our meat only comes from local, independent producers. And not from, as the papers report, orphanages. So they published this promo.
I don't think I've ever gone to work a day in my life.
And success.
Hell yeah, lads. Another win as usual.
People were loving it. They had their usual detractors, of course, but overall, good stuff. So they swapped out this hashtag with a new one. McD's Stories.
Yes, I
and
remember
here's where
this.
things took a turn. They wanted the Twitter public to tell their experiences at McDonald's. Obviously, only good things ever happen at McDonald's. This is going to be a slam dunk. Let us shake hands in confidence at our imminent success. So McD's Stories premiered on the Twitter homepage, and within 5 minutes it was clear that people weren't going to harp on about the time they got a free extra sauce with their McNuggets. Instead, they were going to tell McHorror stories. Here's just a select few. A McFingernail in my fries. A woman McSoliciting McSex in the drive-thru lane. I looked this one up, by the way, it's true. My friend claims that Ronald McDonald exposed himself to her as a child. Awful. McRats in the buns. Oh yikes, this one's real too.
Go back there in the bun area. You're gonna find at least 3 racks that got droppings on them.
Oh god, make it stop. Someone stop it now. But it was gaining traction. More and more people were publishing their negative stories on the hashtag. And once they had used all those up, it progressed to just making up stuff for shock value. story. I ate McDonald's as a kid, and I'm pretty sure that's why my father left. Closed eyes, sad face. I once saw... I can't say that. But that'll make anyone grimace. Thank you, thank you. Within 2 hours, they pulled down the advertising campaign and, in its stead, put up a far more innocuous Little Things hashtag. They had a few minor trolls there too, but it quickly faded into obscurity. The media jumped on the story, case studies were written, and lessons were learned about not giving the public an in. Or were they?
Already dead.
July 1st, 2016. Create your own custom burger on this McDonald's website.
Bun, meat patty, semen.
Name your creation.
What?
Have it published on the website. Then vote on the best one and it will become an official item on the menu.
Huh. You don't know when you give too much power to people on the internet.
Yeah, they're not used to having, the customers be able to talk back. Yeah.
Somebody in the boardroom thought, everybody loves us. Think of how many great tales they're going to tell.
Oh, it's heartwarming stuff.
Nothing goes wrong on the internet.
I bring my grandkids there. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. I remember this one. I remember when that went down.
So what were you posting? Was it?
You know what? No, we shouldn't get off on that tangent. I was about to ask you, what's your worst fast food experience?
Oh, man. We can discuss that after this video.
You're right. Maybe that should be its own. Oh, my gosh.
Let's go back.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You knew where this was going to go. I knew where this was going to go. How did McDonald's not? A poem, if you will. The sad European, a thin privilege to go. Bag of lettuce, no tissues, a Mein Kampf, just so. The atheist delight, with a side of fries. The toddler body bag, with double ketchup surprise. Pepe the sandwich, a rectal prolapse half-baked. Pound my behind daddy, comes with a shake. Girth. The Aryan, a vision of Christ. A whole pineapple with your meal for 10 times the price. A tip for my lady, this one's gluten-free. It's still not too late to vote for Bernie. Whopper, no onions. Anatomical sandwich. Just grow up, you guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to shower off Ron's creamy surprise. See, this is you fucking clown. I mean, yeah. Naturally, the press seized on it as much as the general public did, laughing at all the dumb sandwiches while also condemning them. Guys, come on, guys, this isn't funny, come on. The website was shut down and not much remains. Except for these. And also this text document I found, which has a bunch of other sandwich names. What ingredients were involved and what they look like, though, you'll have to use your imagination. Next slide, please. Prophylactics are serious business. Let us shake hands in both a fun and safe manner. I see this one is ribbed for my pleasure. Early 2013, Durex launches a revolutionary new app. SOS Condoms. Download, select the product, enter your location, and a condom will be delivered to you within an hour. Oh, perfect timing. Their emphasis was on discretion and anonymity when delivering the goods. And the delivery drivers were in disguise. Pizza delivery guy, police officer. I'm not sure that's legal. A gimmick to be sure. And some people thought it was
an out-of-season April Fool's joke.
But people tried it out and it really worked. So they rolled the service out over the tip of Dubai, of all places. But after its first week, the government shut it down, citing it as promoting promiscuity. Booted out, they had a tough time deciding where to launch next. Guys, let's let the audience decide with another online poll. Oh, for fuck's sake. So people jumped on the website and started voting.
I will be voting for a Krispy Kreme donut place
Tens of thousands of votes were counted, with some of the major contenders being Paris, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, and London.
From South Africa to move away from this.
But all of them were outshined, with the most votes counted for Batman, a small conservative Muslim city in Turkey.
Let that be an object lesson in the dangers of tampering with the laws of Mother Nature.
The internet rejoiced. Another marketing campaign to add to the KD ratio. A Facebook post went out from SOS Condoms congratulating Batman and to stay tuned for more to come. But there was no more to come, so to speak. The campaign was promptly stopped. SOS Condoms never opened in Batman. SOS Condoms never opened anywhere ever again. They went silent for months. Everyone moved on. SOS Condoms deleted their account and slipped forever away into obscurity. Pizza is serious business. Digiorno does frozen pizza and they have a substantial social media presence. Domestic violence is bad. Bold statements only on this channel. Well, Twitter had a hashtag for National Domestic Violence Awareness Day. People were sharing their harrowing stories with the hashtag Why I Stayed. These were all quite serious and dealt with some delicate and sensitive issues. Then here comes Digiorno throwing on the accelerator, no fucks given, driving right through the front door. They had pizza. Ooh.
Oh, God.
No. That was a great tweet. I bet everyone is loving it.
Wow. Very, very bad. Bad mojo.
Precisely 0.1 seconds after they posted it, they must have realized it wasn't the wisest move. And they apologized, but the media got involved. So they kept apologizing.
I'm sorry.
They couldn't stop apologizing.
I'm sorry.
They just...
I promise you never again. I'm so sorry. It was terrible. I couldn't be more sorry. Please accept my deepest apologies.
Relax.
I understand.
Naming your baby is serious business. Put it to the internet, this Canadian couple said. Trust in the kindness and sensibility of strangers. It was Cthulhu Allspark. Next. Do you know what kerning is? It's important in print. It's essentially the proportional spacing between fonts. Why does it matter? Well, sometimes two letters close to each other can look like a single letter. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, stop. Let me finish up with a little bit of a behind-the-meme style history lesson. In the early 2010s, brands were only just finding their foothold in social media. They didn't quite understand how to connect with their audience. The tendency was to be a bit overly formal, stuffy, not quite fun.
And then Wendy's happened. Sorry, that's just my guess.
Oh, could be.
They have a very good social media presence.
Holy cow! Yeah, yeah. When corporations became people and they got their own Twitter accounts, some of these people are pretty funny. To see the
And then there's Burger King. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember the particulars, Dave, but I do remember they got into some.
It was on was it Women's Month or whatever, or Women's Day, and they posted "Women belong in the kitchen."
Jesus.
And their excuse was they were saying that in the UK there is such a disparity between the number of male chefs and the number of female chefs.
Wow.
That's what they were trying to promote.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's just not a good cover. No.
But they let Jethro from Out in the Woods be the one to create that post, I think. At least it didn't say barefoot and pregnant.
Good God.
Okay, let's get back.
This is awesome, by the way.
Let's catch the end of this.
Sure.
That is until Denny's came along with a game-changing Tumblr account. They started actually having a good time, and it appealed to fellow Zoomers, such as myself. It took a little while, but soon other brands cottoned on to the strategy. Arby's started posting memes. Wendy's dropped a mixtape. And then went into a WWE-style feud back and forth with Burger King and McDonald's. And Gen Zers, such as myself, lapped it up.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Now, that's not to say they all figured it out. Other brands attempted it too, but without committing fully, they failed to get the same appeal. So, into the late 2010s, things were going pretty great. It was a little content renaissance.
Chick-fil-A is officially America's favorite fast food restaurant.
Imagine if we opened on Sundays, had to give everyone else, like Wendy's, a chance to make money.
Your mom is a hoe.
Steakums even broke down the whole phenomenon on Twitter and in articles. And I'd like to turn that into a full video soon. But, with all these relatable memes floating around, people were starting to feel a little pandered to. Very relatable. Nice, that's relatable. Yep, relatable. Relatable. Okay, everything's getting so fucking relatable, it's actually kind of annoying. Guys, we get it, you're relatable. Just stop relating. Stop. Enough. That's it. I can't take it anymore. Silence, brand. And so a new meme was born. The spider crab with laser eyes, Arial font 32 point, white on black bar background, no shadow with text. Silence, comma, brand. And it was a very powerful tool. Eminem's pushing something or other. Take that, brand. Hey, fellow Gen Zers. Silence, brand. And it became a long and enduring meme.
OMG, I feel that. That is such a mood. Relatable AF.
Silence. Sometimes a few brands could crack through it. Silence, Twitter. But for the most part, this crab has become the quality control of Twitter. An apex predator shutting down lesser brands. God bless it. Alright, it's time to stop. That's enough business for today. Thank you for attending my seminar. Here are the patrons. Thank you very much. I love mwah. Mwah. See you at movie night. Mwah. Also, I have other videos on the second channel. Sonic cried a little, and Tails put his hand under his face to catch the tears. The chef should have dipped some on his finger and then insisted that the host... And also, Shadow Raid Legions on the Nintendo GameCube. It's actually really fun to play while you're watching telly and doing stuff. Use the link. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend.
Awesome.
Okay.
I think we've all learned something today.
Yes, we did. Business is serious.
Business.
And
serious.
Many have no idea how to use the internet.
Well, it's an ever-changing species, a living thing. New cells grow and rise up while old cells slough away. Weird, huh?
Yes. Now, what were you saying about the fast food?
Oh, okay. Let me see, how can I tell this story delicately? Dave, you know where I live. Not that I'm going to announce that here on Soarin Scratchin, but
yes,
there's a Burger King that's really close by to my place. I go in there, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go wash my hands before I order my meal and eat it. So I go into the bathroom, and someone had taken the time to get up on the sink and leave a deposit in the sink instead of the toilet.
Oh my God.
So here's the catch-22 with a situation like that. If you're the guy who reports it, you automatically become suspect number one. I said, listen, you got a problem. And they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I said, you got a problem. Somebody has used the sink horribly inappropriately. And they like, what? And they went running in and came out, and they're looking at me like I did it. Do I look like I'm going to climb up onto a sink? I'll just use the floor.
Here's the thing, though, is you have to report it, because if you don't report it and you walk out, the next person comes walking in. Like, well, that guy didn't say anything. Exactly. He must have done it.
Oh, it's that fat guy. He couldn't walk 3 more feet. He's like, oh, thank God.
Oh, man. Luckily, I don't have any stories like that.
Well, how about fast foods? It can be tricky.
I'm always getting screwed up orders and that kind of thing, but that's par for the course. I have been to a McDonald's.
Yes.
When the ice cream machine has been working.
Wow, that's impressive. Because that just does not happen. What was it like? Was it good?
It was magical.
Look at it's like a unicorn.
Yeah, I've had issues with rude people on the other side.
Yeah.
Like when my wife was in the hospital we're going back to 2000 now. When our first daughter was being born. She was in the hospital, hadn't been born yet.
Right, yeah.
They were going to induce labor, it didn't work out. So they were going to give her a C-section the next morning. So that night they said, you can eat whatever you want. She wanted a baked potato from Wendy's.
Right.
So I went to Wendy's.
Sure.
And I pull up. And here's what I hear coming from the speaker. Yeah, what do you want? Really? Now, since this wasn't my food I was getting, I'm like, I don't want to answer the way I want to answer.
Right.
Which would have been, I'm sorry. May I help you?
Yeah.
But
that's bad juju.
If it wasn't for the fact I was getting that for her then.
Of course. Because there are horror stories about what people do to food.
Yeah.
And I don't trust people anymore. That ship's done sailed. Yeah.
I will agree to that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a tough position to be in.
Back to the video.
Yes,
I think we need to see more Internet Historian.
You know what? I'm always up for new lessons. And
I feel bad.
Absolutely brilliant.
Because I don't remember the name of the person off the top of my head who recommended this. I will include that in the description as a thank you and a shout out.
Indeed. Thank you. Good citizen. Thank you.
We are going to have to see more.
Yes. This is awesome. Too much fun.
Yes.
And I don't think we got off topic very often.
No, not too bad.
Nah. It's not us.
So thank you guys out there for joining us. A like, a comment, and a subscribe is always appreciated. Never pressured, though. If you want to click on that little bell and set your notifications, you'll know when we have a new video coming out. And we are slowly getting closer to video 100.
100.
After we reach that,
yes.
Reaction 100, it might not be that many actual reactions on our site because of ones that have been blocked, but our 101st, we are going to do a special kind of a review of our previous 100. What are our favorite moments?
Yeah, I'm kind of jazzed about that. Should be fun. A retrospect, if you will. Perspective.
There you go.
Retrospective? Yeah.
Retrospective.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's like
thank you guys again.
again.
As always, be good to each other. Do a little act of kindness and pay it forward. Be that butterfly flapping its wings.
I like that. Indeed. Oh, and stay healthy. Keep washing your hands. Things are getting better, huh?
Yeah. We see where they've been.
Yes. Can't see mine now.
Uh-oh. Don't let him touch you.
Anyway.
Yes. Keep your eyes to the sky because you never know what you may see. Something's out there that might be beautiful and glorious, and you don't want to miss it.
And keep your ear to the ground because what the hell? It's what I say.
You can change that up at any point in time
actually,
as well,
I like it. I like it. I just need to be... I like it a lot because I just need to figure out more things.
Okay.
I want to be spontaneous. Jesus. I can.
How much have you had?
Just not that much. This is my fourth.
That's some strong apple juice.
Just kidding.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Stay safe.